everyone. This is our report. It's all about establishing criteria to proceed or abandon business ideas. So the first reporter will be Christine Joy Delmo. Objectives: the idea, management capabilities, and technical realities, marketing realities, and cost and financial realities, risk realities, and ventures opportunities screening exercises. Establishing criteria to proceed or abandon the business ideas. At each stage by giving pre-established minimum acceptable criteria make the decision-making activity easier. Either in a business idea to or project meet the minimum criteria or it does not. If it does not, then you can make decision to abandon the idea. In its current form, if the idea or project meets to exceed the criteria, you can proceed to analyze the next stage. The idea. Every idea, some merit and some drawback. Out of 100 items or more, there are maybe one or two real opportunities. So for your business ideas that have potential to become opportunity, have first is they add significant value to a customer or an end user. Second is they do so by solving a significant problem or meeting a significant want or need for which someone is willing to pay a premium. Third is they have a strong market profit margin. Fourth, they are a good fit with a founder and management team. Fifth, they have a strong risk reward position. At this stage, the team will be concentrated mostly on the obvious benefit and limitation. Does the idea appear to meet my goals? What factor will prevent them to being a successful? Management capabilities. Management experts agree that the most important factor for success by far in any business is the management team that makes the decisions. Yet, it is the factor most often overlooked on the term, meaning the feasibility of ventures. Critical considerations is what specific skills does the business need to develop or hire? At what point does the lack of available skills become an obstacle? Technical realities. Technical realities is an assessment of idea must consider the question, can it be done? This question must be answered to determine whether the business has capability to producing the product and taking it to the marketplace. Specific question will be include, do we have access to the required raw materials? What technology, equipment, and process are required? Do we understand the required technology, equipment, and processes? Does it appear that production system is workable and affordable? Criteria considerations is how much time and I think devote to this project at the expense by my others enterprise. Then how much change I prepare to make up accommodate this project. At what point do I decide it's not worth the effort? So market realities. The marketing world is littered with few products that could have been successful if the formula for their offering had been different. Effective market research is the most important activity that entrepreneur can undertake to reduce risk. The key, the key areas to research: features and benefit of the product or services. Are the features we want to offer actually benefits for the potential customers? The second is target market. Who is the most likely to buy? So the customer. It is refers to the customer. Distribution option. What is the best way to reach the target buyer? So what are the best way to create you to achieve the customer to buy your product? Then next is market demand. How many possible buyers are there? At what volume and price? Competition. What product and companies compete in this market? Next, trends. What is the expected life of the product? Next, expected price. What are the potential highest, lowest, and most often price? Expected sales. What volume and market conditions can we offer? It is important to understand that customers rule the marketplace. They alone determine whether the product we sell in sufficient number of price to be valuable. Market research can reveal the probability of product success. The next is cost and financial realities. As each of the previous analysis has been conducted, the anticipated cost and expected returns have been transferred to a ledger. From this ledger, three statements can be generated. First is pro forma projected income and expenses statement. So this statement describes as the listing of a expected cash inflow and outflows for this year. The statement can be prepared for whatever time period is most useful to you, quarterly, monthly, and even weekly if desired. The next, the next is open cash flow. And the third is opening balance sheet. An opening balance sheet contains the beginning balance at the start of the reporting period. These balances are usually carried forward from the ending balance sheet of the immediately preceding reporting period. These statements are essential to create a solid business case to justify the proposed venture. And the original goals, a target of returns on investment or the ROI, might have been stated. It is possible to calculate a projected ROI. So that's all.
So once again, good morning. So I am going to discuss the realities, feasibility analysis, and the OC or venture opportunity screening exercise. So in risk realities, investments are made in the expectation of a return to the investor. In general, the greater the return expected, the more willing an investor will be to invest. So by doing or building a business, there is always a risk, and that is reality that you need to accept, of course. So managing risk is a function of controlling the factors that contribute to possible losses against the investment. So people vary in their ability and their willingness to take risks. The ability varies with the extent of the required investment and the wealth or asset value of the investor. The willingness varies with the amount of those assets that the investor or group of investors is willing to place at risk. This risk may be financial or social. Another one is the feasibility analysis. The feasibility analysis might ask the following questions. What can go wrong with this project? Is there a way to prevent any of this from happening? What is the probability that any of these factors will go wrong? And what is the probability that two or more of these will go wrong? Can the effect of this risk be reduced through insurance, and what cost? At what cost? How able and willing is the business to assume this risk? So in feasibility analysis is a tool because it helps the business identify the risk factors involved in a project. Other risk management tools are those practices that contribute to consistent quality and safety of the product being sold or that contribute to a low unit cost of production. And then the last one is the VOSI or Venture Opportunity Screening Exercise. So the venture creation process requires performance of due diligence. The components of these exercises are used to channel your thought and data collection efforts toward creating the foundation for the development of the complete business plan. So in venture opportunity screening exercises, the process of creating a venture requires the performance of due diligence. Part of these exercises are used to channel your thinking and data collection efforts toward creating a foundation for developing a complete business plan. Allow a dynamic processing of each part and thus the shaping of the opportunity and a plan to realize it. It's okay to be initially broad in your vision and then become more focused in later iterations. At the end of the bossy exercise, you should have a clear idea of the relative attractiveness of your opportunity. However, it is rarely can and very often there will be a great uncertainty and many unknowns and risks. However, completing this exercise will help you understand the uncertainties and risks as you make decisions about the business idea. So this is the example of the venture opportunity profile. So fill out of this profile, venture of this, fill out of this profile for each cooperative instance, and then indicate for each criterion where the opportunity lies on the value continuum from the low to high. Once you've evaluated the idea against each criterion, you can determine its overall score for each of the main categories. So, in that's all of our report, but in summarization, is establishing criteria to proceed or abandon business idea is we discussed here what is the feasibility analysis. In feasibility analysis, this is where you can determine if the business idea is viable. So it is also needed to take at those realities because it can help you to know more about ideas that can really help into your business. And also, you need to take rest because that is one of the realities that you need to accept while having a business. There is opportunities, but there is also a risk. An important aspect of successful business development is to follow a process of how you will assess a business idea or concept in that specific project. Decide whether to move forward with the project and build a business if you decided to move forward. And that's all of our